Everyone laughed when I spent my entire savings on a flooded, gutted house that the whole neighborhood called the tetanus factory. My own father told me I just set $11,000 on fire. 4 years later, that house paid for 2 more, and the friends who mocked me are renting from a man they used to call an idiot. When I was 24, I'd saved up a little over $11,000 working double shifts at a warehouse. Everyone my age was putting money down on new trucks and financing weekend trips, posting it all like proof they'd made it. I almost did the same. Then my great Aunt Odell pulled me aside at a cookout. Aunt Odell didn't talk much. She was the quiet one who'd owned rental houses for 40 years and never once bragged about it. She waved me over to her porch and pointed her cane at a rundown duplex across the street that had sat empty for years. "That eyesore," she said. "I bought one just like it in 1983 for $4,000. It's paid me rent every single month for 30 years, and it's worth 200 grand now. You don't buy the shiny thing, baby. You buy the ugly thing nobody else has the stomach for, and you fix what scares everyone else off." That stuck in my head for weeks. So instead of financing a truck, I went hunting for the cheapest, ugliest houses I could find. I bought one, a flood-damaged wreck with the drywall torn out, mold up the studs, and a caved-in back porch, for $11,000 at a county auction. My father was mortified. Neighbors complained about the dumpster in the yard. My friends thought I'd lost it completely. Every time we hung out, they wouldn't shut up about it. One buddy laughed and said, "You bought a house you can't even sleep in. I've got a truck with heated seats." Another kept calling it the crack house and asking if I'd found any needles yet. They'd show off their tailgate screens and financing apps, then joke that my house's only feature was black mold. I'll be honest, pulling up to that gutted shell after a 14-hour day, I sometimes wondered if Aunt Odell was wrong. But then I'd remember that 30 years of rent, and I'd keep going. For 4 years, I spent every night and weekend in that house. Aunt Odell taught me everything: how to run a plumbing line, hang drywall, tile a floor, wire an outlet without killing myself. My social life basically ended because my friends assumed I was too broke to come out. So while they posted photos of their truck interiors and complained about $800 payments, I was covered in joint compound learning, a trade for free. And slowly, I started to understand something Aunt Odell knew that they didn't. The neighborhood everyone called a dump was 3 blocks from a hospital that was about to break ground on a massive expansion. She'd steered me there on purpose. A house nobody wanted was about to sit in the middle of a place everybody would need. I finished the flood house, rented it to a traveling nurse for more a month than my friend's truck payments, and used that income to buy the next wreck, then the next. Then the market did exactly what Aunt Odell said it would. The hospital expansion got approved. Investors flooded in looking for anything with 4 walls. The houses I'd bought for scrap were suddenly worth 6 figures each, and I had rent checks coming in every month on top of it. I sold the very first flood house to a couple for 9 times what I'd paid and rolled all of it into a small portfolio. 2 years after that, I owned 9 houses, with 3 more being renovated. I quit the warehouse. Meanwhile, my friends were still trapped in truck loans they couldn't escape. 2 of them got laid off and had their vehicles repossessed. The shiny proof of success towed away in an afternoon. And here's the part that still gets me. One of those friends, the one who called my place the crack house, messaged me last spring. He'd lost his lease and needed somewhere to live fast. He asked a little sheepish if I happened to know anyone renting. I did. I rented him a 2-bedroom I'd rebuilt with my own hands at a fair price, and he signs a check over to me on the 1st of every month now. He's never once mentioned the needle jokes. Aunt Odell passed 2 years ago. She left me the duplex she'd pointed at from her porch that first day. I keep her cane in the front office of my little rental company, where I can see it from my desk. So here's my honest question for you. How many people miss the chance of their lives just because the smart move looked embarrassing, and the foolish one came with heated seats?